Rebound Bosh. Back out to Allen. His three-pointer. Bang! Tie game with 5 seconds remaining.
Oh yeah. We packing somebody up tonight. Hey. Come on in, take your shoes off before we close the door. Few rules, heat packing the air. We about to blow. This the basement, ain't nobody safe. You already know. Grab a seat and kick your feet before you get too comfortable. You want the X's and the O's, the trade, yes and no, friends and the foes, the butlers and the heroes. You can feel it in your soul. But when the ring is the goal, but if somebody need to go, we be sure to let you know. Going hard for my dogs is an everyday thing. Like Jimmy down the lane of 13 off the screen. Whole squad keep it tucked like number 17. Bring your takes and your memes. Going hard for the team. Going down in the basement. It's going down in the basement. Get your takes off. Get your takes off. Going down in the basement.
Yep. Welcome to the Basement Sports Network Postgame Show. I'm your host, Roy A. Shepard. And brother man, let me tell y'all something, bro. This team will not run my blood pressure up, bro. Like I'm not doing it with y'all, bro. And brother, I refuse. I refuse to allow my basketball fandom to be ruined by actively giving it to this team. This team sucks, bro. It don't fucking matter what is happening. It don't matter. Bam play, Bam don't play. Tyler play, Tyler don't play. Tyler shoot good, Tyler shoot bad. Tyler making threes, Tyler not making nothing. Terry Rozier step back. It don't fucking matter. Brother, this team stinks. I don't have no course of, I don't have nobody to blame. I don't have no fingers to point. Nothing. I can't say that I told you so. We told you. You don't like that we say we told you so, we don't give a fuck. We told you. This is what it is. The core. Tough. Are we really surprised? No. Because people like you, Dan the Film Gent, have been here for a very long time and have listened to us tell you that this team, like no matter how, you can put as much lipstick on a pig as you want. A turd is still a turd. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Miami Heat, they lost tonight versus the Dallas Mavericks. 4th straight loss for the Heat. This is the 5th loss in 6 games. This is your build. This is your young core. This is what it is. Let's talk about it. Tyler Herro. You will hear people talk about, they're going to talk about this game from Tyler like, oh, he scored 40. It wasn't enough. He had no help. Bro, we'll get to that. But hey, Tyler Herro, you're gonna hear people wax poetic about this fucking game from Tyler Herro. He had 40. He was out there. Woo, 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 woo. The nigga shot 3 or 14 from 3 again. 3-point percentage continues to plummet. I give him credit. Bro's getting to the rim a little bit today. He was getting to the rim. Cool. Shit did not move nothing. Shit didn't move nothing. Points didn't mean a fucking thing. All 40 of them meant nothing. Cool game, bro. Guess how many fucking shots you had to take to get to these 40 points? 30. Niggas ain't gonna talk about them 30 shots. They gonna talk about 40 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals from Tyler. That's what they gonna talk about. Not them 30 fucking shots it took him to get there. I don't give a fuck if it was 50%. If it takes you 30 shots to get to 40 points, that is inefficient. It means you was doing something you had no fucking business doing. Tonight, that was shooting the 3-ball. For the past 7 fucking games, it's been shooting the goddamn 3-ball. 3 of 13, you keep jacking them shits up and they're not going in. Thankfully tonight you did something different. But that didn't stop you from shooting them shits. The last 3 that you took that potentially tied the game, 11 fucking seconds left on the shot clock. I knew you were shooting that bitch from the moment they inbounded the ball. Nico came in, gave you the ball. You got hemmed up. You gave the ball up to Duncan. You ran to the corner. Duncan gave you back the ball. You did not attempt to look for another option out of that corner. Put it up. 11 seconds. I'm not finna. Let me calm down. Hello, Stone.
Hello, everyone. I'm your host, Real H Talk. I had to clear out of the paint real quick to let my dog cook. Welcome to the Postgame show. This is the basement. Oh, and here's another valid member. Forget my thoughts. This is exactly who I want to hear from. Bubba, go ahead.
Are we dead ass? Are we dead ass? Listen, brother. Listen. Most conditioned, hardest working, rap piece of shit organization in sports. Miami Heat. If you don't got bubble guts, you're out with a knee contusion. You're on a press tour. Bro, I can't even shit on Herro. Jaquez. Jaquez. ICE. And I ain't talking about the fucking dessert little movie theater drink, brother. You're gone. You out of here. Mrs. Riley, you're cooking. Shit. Are you cooking squirrels at this fucking party? Everybody's sick? How do you lose to the fucking Dallas Mavericks, who do not employ any basketball player over 6'6"? Heading into the fucking All-Star break, Tyler Herro, remove the All-Star thing, bro. Give it up to somebody else. Donate it to fucking charity. I don't give a fuck. This is what y'all wanted, okay? Y'all want Herro number 1 option? Y'all want Herro 40 points a game? Enjoy these losses. I'll see you at the fucking lottery, which is our new fucking Super Bowl, by the way. New fucking Super Bowl for Heat Nation. It ain't the Eastern Conference Finals. It ain't the fucking play-in. It's when Adam Silver and Mark Tatum hold some index cards and some fucking Pat Riley old head bingo balls go bouncing around. Pause. Actually, fuck pause. Let me hit play. This team is a fucking disaster and an embarrassment. This leads into last night after, choking the shit out of pause, play, whatever you want to say against Oklahoma City. These new additions, dog shit. Davion Mitchell, Pat Beverly. Without the podcast. Congrats. This is embarrassing. I'm going to let Real Hoop Talk take it over from here to break down the X's and O's of this dog shit performance. But not only is it about the X's and O's, it's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And we ain't got Jimmy, we ain't got fucking Joe. We got Pat Riley, his wife cooking squirrels at Heat parties, and Tyler Herro, number 1 option, baby. Hope y'all enjoyed the 40 points. Watch that shit back on YouTube tomorrow. Because that shit's a fucking joke, dude. Embarrassing loss. I'd argue most embarrassing loss of the season. We lost to an organization that we used to have a rivalry with, whose fans want their general manager and owner in a casket. They want him dead. DEAD. Loss. Embarrassing. Embarrassing. I'll be tuning in for the rest. What's up, Chad?
Well, okay, Bubba, cook. No, that was exactly what I wanted to hear. Let's get to Tyler Herro. Royal, I'd like to hear your thoughts on Tyler Herro tonight. What do you think?
He fucking sucks. Bro, it's the fakest all-star. No, the shit about it, bro, is like I've been talking about it all season. Like when niggas at the beginning of the season were way up here about the way Tyler Herro was playing, I told them like it always fucking evens out, bro. It always evens out. He was nailing bad shots all at the beginning of the season. Contested 35-foot three-pointers like routinely. And he was hitting that shit at a very high clip, an unsustainable clip. What is happening right now is he's falling back to fucking earth. He's coming back to where the fuck he's finding a happy median. Do I believe he's this bad a three-point shooter? No. Did I believe he was that great a three-point shooter? No. He's somewhere in the fucking middle. And he's balancing out. The problem is He's playing like he's still hitting them motherfuckers at that high-ass clip. The nigga was shooting 48% from 3 at the beginning of the season. I don't know the numbers because I don't look at stats like the rest of you fucking nerds. But he's somewhere in the low 20s, in my opinion, from my eye test. Ever since he's been named the fucking All-Star, bro has been on I don't know what the opposite of a heater, a cooler. Bitch been on a cooler. That shit, bro, it's frustrating too, bro. Like, and it ain't got nothing to do with Tyler as a player, bro. Like, he is who he is. No, he don't. No, he don't. He had one. You niggas hated Kyle Lowry. You hated him. Like, I call it what you want, narrative, agenda. I don't give a fuck. There is no perfect point guard next to Tyler Herro. None. Because if he gets a true point guard next to him, then he's not going to shoot the ball as much. Therefore, he's not going to score as much. Therefore, he's not going to be as valuable as a scorer. Tyler Herro next to a true point guard, 17 points a game. Thank you, Typhoon. But that's too close to 40 for my narrative. Fuck that. I don't care what he's shooting on the season. Tell me what he shot since the All-Star announcement. That is when his play started to go down. And I don't think, like, a lot of people are saying, like, maybe he's just in a slump. Wait till he round it out. No, that's not what's happening. Tyler Herro is getting exactly what he deserves. All-star attention. He's earned this. So in the midst of y'all saying I'm slandering him, make sure y'all catch this compliment. Tyler Herro has earned the respect of the teams that he is playing. And he's earned the right to be at the top of the fucking scouting report. And as an all-star, it is now his job to adjust to that. He has adjusted terribly. And y'all know I'm a hater. But that is objective truth. Tyler Herro has not adjusted well to being the... Excuse me. Tyler Herro has not adjusted well to being primary point of emphasis on a scouting report. They have put him at the top of it. They put best defenders on him. He has not adjusted well. He's turned the fucking ball over. The three-point shooting has subsided. Today was the first game where he scored, but look how many shots he had to do it, bro. He's not getting anybody involved in the offense. Like, that's not an offensive engine. That is a high-level role player that has been miscast as a number one option. Sorry.
No, I completely agree with what you just said, especially, like, I think the part about how he fits on a team is, like, where I would really like to go in on Tyler Herro tonight. Like, Kel'el Ware had 15 points in the first half on 11 shots, and he got 3 shots in the second half. Like, he just takes over, and he freezes everybody out. We talked a bunch about Tyler Herro. Pick another player you'd like to talk about here.
We already started talking about Kel'el Ware. Let's talk about Kel'el Ware. And somebody makes an excellent point. Who is this in here, Chuck? I can't even see it. Oh, Robert. I'm with you, Robert. Yeah. I've said it all season. Kel'el Ware is a rookie. I have no expectations for Kel'el Ware. None. Anything he does is a positive to me. I had no intentions on relying on Kel'el Ware any this season. I thought Kel'el Ware would not play. But now that he's playing and that he's starting, he is contributing to this team. Whatever he does, cool. Whatever he don't do, cool. What I did not like is y'all dick-eating Kel'el Ware and telling me that he's better than Bam. Stone.
Come on now.
Listen, like, it's cool, bro. Celebrate the rookie. Like, he's played well, won him a rookie of the month. Like, he's done some good things. Tonight, he was cool.
Yeah,
but he has flaws.
Yeah, and they're way more apparent when Bam's not on the court. That's definitely for sure.
He's not prepared. Like, people will talk about it's okay to get rid of Bam now because we have Kel'el. Like, You're saying that's not the case, bro. They benefit each other being on the court.
Exactly.
Because Kel'el Ware's presence has been like a catalyst for Bam's resurgence.
Right.
Like, them two playing next to each other has been good for them both. But again, they need each other. Go ahead, Stone. I'm sorry. I was just going to completely agree. Like, any sort of build I envision with Kel'el Ware, like, Bam's got to be a part of that. I don't want to see a post-Bam Tyler Herro Kel'el Ware build like that.
That to me would be pretty terrible. One player I think was really interesting didn't play tonight was Haywood Highsmith. What are your thoughts on that?
I just feel like Haywood Highsmith is the guy who got squeezed out of the rotation by this trade. Like they were pressed into action where they didn't have Bam and they needed an additional big out there. And so they went with Kyle Anderson. And that's been the route they've gone. They've gone Kyle Anderson. Sorry, Stone, you can host from me.
Oh, absolutely.
But,
no. You ain't hosting me, mister. I'd like to go in on Tyler Herro. I came simply to point out the fact that those were the words you chose. And Royal didn't put my comment on the screen, so I had to come up here and let everybody know that Real Hoop Talk uttered the words. That's how I'd like to go in on Tyler Herro. Yeah, boy. I was pointing that out.
Now I see he's like, why is he getting away with this?
How at that, boy.
You would like to do what on time?
He been a nasty boy, nasty.
He been a nasty.
Good to show y'all.
That's funny as shit. Oh shit.
It ain't easy being cheesy, I guess, man.
But yeah, back to the Haywood Highsmith thing, bro. I think Haywood Highsmith has been kind of like moved aside in terms of the rotation, primarily because we got Andrew Wiggins now, and he's like the Michael Jordan of Haywood Highsmiths. Like that's the best that Haywood Highsmith could have ever dreamed of being as a basketball player. He'll never ascertain that level of skill or whatever. But like when you have an Andrew Wiggins, then you need other skill sets out on the floor that aren't like defensive specialists. Even though Andrew Wiggins didn't play tonight, like the way that Spo went about the rotations, he needed shooting. He tried to go offense a little bit with these units and just kind of like said, fuck the defensive thing. And so that's why you see no Haywood Highsmith minutes tonight.
Yeah. Also, players I'm looking at who's been just kind of shit these last few games is Niko Jovic. It's kind of weird seeing him in that rotation without Terry Rozier out there because usually my attention on who's doing terrible is Terry Rozier. But
yeah,
without him to kind of hide or to kind of be the target man, like I think there needs to probably be some smoke-headed Jovic's way for his play since this trade's gone down because he's not been good at all or anything close to it.
Yeah, with Jovic, I think a lot of this has to do with Khalil, where again, like he's been miscast now. Like he don't know what his role is, and a lot of times he's pressed into different kind of roles. Like when he's in the game, sometimes he's asked to be a scorer, sometimes he has to be a shooter, sometimes he has to be a playmaker, and that for him, that's too much for Jovic to like be able to process. I think they need to streamline his responsibilities, kind of give him one thing that they need him to do at all times, no matter what lineup he's with, and then that would kind of maximize a role. But he's been terrible. Like he can't shoot because he doesn't know when to shoot versus when to drive the ball. He don't know when to pass. He's always been terrible on defense. Like, but he has a processing issue anyway. And I feel like when they're overloading him with responsibility right now, and he's not responding well either. Like this is what you're seeing. You're seeing a young team with an increase. Like everybody since Jimmy left got an uptick in responsibility. And so far, the only person that has responded well to that is Bam Adebayo. And that is predictable. You know why? Because Bam Adebayo was with Jimmy Butler the entire time as the cohort of Jimmy Butler doing all these runs that people like to attribute solely to Jimmy. Bam has been through wars. Bam has been to finals. Bam has experienced a lot in his NBA life. And so, like, when he's asked to get more responsibility, he's navigating his way through that. The rest of these guys in the post-Jimmy era have not responded well. And I think that kind of like it's a trickle-down effect. Like Nico's not playing well, and so that takes away from other guys' game because they rely so much on him being able to do certain things. So, but like, yeah, like he's a young player with no like safety cushion anymore. So like, he's fucked. He's fucked for a while, bro.
Yeah, if I were them, like they need to be thinking about maintaining his trade value because I felt like at the deadline he had some. And I'm worried that if they keep trying to put too much on his plate, that he's going to tank that trade value like crazy. And he's the piece to trade at this point because they're going to want to hold on to Ware, they're going to want to hold on to Herro, and they're going to want to hold on to Bam.
I don't think they, I do think I agree that they need to maintain his trade value. What I want to give you a little bit of pushback on is I don't think it'll decrease necessarily by much. He's still a young player, and I think the flashes that he's shown this year have kind of like, okay, maybe there is something there. That could be enough to get a team to invest something in. What the return would be on a Nikola Jovic, don't really care right now. I'll wait until the offseason to even begin like pontificating on what kind of shit we can get back for him. But like he's done enough to warrant some team with being willing to invest in him. So I think that's kind of like the positive that we can take away, even if he finishes the season playing like this.
Yeah, I agree with that. Teams are going to see that age, and they're going to they'll be a fan of his game. I got to watch my words now. That's why he got me stuttering. Came up and cooked me like that. Let's talk about how the team shot from three tonight. 27%, 10 for 36. Like, is that something you want to see them get away from? Like, is there some sort of offense that you can like assemble out of these players, or is it just like Wiggins didn't play tonight, Bam didn't play tonight, and this was kind of just what we should have expected?
Yeah, so like this team is not good enough without those players to be able to generate offense outside of the 3-point shot. So I expected this is kind of on par for how many shots they take from three anyway, but the catalyst behind that is Tyler Herro. He took 14 threes. Yeah. That is that's double the next closest person, who is Duncan Robinson. Like that is a Tyler Herro-led offense. They can't generate paint touches. They can't generate penetration. I know somebody gonna grab on that, but like they can't generate any downhill force. Like it's just relying on kind of like getting open behind the 3-point line and putting something up, and that's what it is. That's the Tyler Herro led offense. I do think that when because here's the caveat, because tonight that wasn't the case, because Tyler Herro actually did like drive the ball to the rim more frequently when he wasn't making shots. Like again, he made 15 total field goals, 12 of them were at the basket, like driving to the rim. And so like he did it tonight. But as a rule, like that's not a consistent form of offense for the team because they can't do that consistently. And I think when you're missing guys like Bam and Wiggins, and you only have Tyler being able to do that, then you put yourself in a position where, like, if he doesn't have anything at the rim, his natural reaction is to kick it out, and those guys are going to, put up threes. So the uptick in threes, don't really care for it, but it's on par with the way they've played this year. A solution for that there is no solution. Like, you got to get Bam back in order so that he can be the hub of your offense and generate different looks for this offense. I think when your only offensive engine out there is Tyler Herro, then you're going to get a limited kind of diversity in terms of the shot selections for other players. With Bam out there, that adds another wrinkle, and it creates more opportunities for other people using different actions. So I think a lot of that stuff, I think a lot of that stuff is just because of the missing personnel. Like, and the offense is different when you got them in there.
Yeah, I've just been so lost in this box score. I don't know how you put up 30 shots to 3 assists. That's just an insane stat line.
Well, it's kind of like Tyler Herro is a scorer. That is his mentality. That is kind of when he's at his best, when he's looking to attack, looking to score. The problem is when you put him in a position where he's relied as the primary scorer, in his mind, sometimes that only translates into taking more shots. Like, it doesn't translate into creating more offense. The offense, when Tyler Herro is facilitating and making plays and stuff like that, it's kind of like put right in front of him on a platter. So, like, one of his assists tonight was a lob to Kel'el Ware. Yeah, like, that lob, you know what I'm saying? Like, that lob, 2 people showed, you get past your defender, Kel'el Ware defender helps up. It's right there for you. You know what I mean? So that's easy. What's not as easy is generating offense like on a pin down.
The Trae Young assist.
You feel me? That's not always as easy. The entry pass from the top of the key when Kel'el Ware has his man sealed. Like, that's not as easy, and that's not something that we should expect Tyler Herro to do. And so, like, I don't expect him to do it. But we don't have a player that's capable of doing it. And so who the fuck am I supposed to blame? The person with the ball in his hand, the all-star. Learn how to damn it do it. I don't blame him because he can't do it. But bro, learn how to do it. You're an all-star. Like you have taken a leap your ass into learning how to play make. Don't only leap your ass into points.
Yeah. Trae Young was left off for him, you know? Like
yeah, like well, Trae Young in the game now, but yes, people who create offense for other people. Like I get it, like that's not your role, bro. You a scorer. I get that. But in a time like this, when Wade was a scorer, when we didn't have playmakers around Wade, what did Wade do? He became a playmaker.
And he played unreal defense, but that's a whole nother issue.
He's 101, brother. The GOAT shouldn't be in this conversation anyway. But that's what I'm saying. I just feel like when people talk about Tyler Herro's game growing, they're only talking about it in the aspect of him scoring the ball. And when they think about his assists, they're just looking at raw assist numbers as opposed to the process of creating offense. That is the part of Tyler Herro's game that I want to see grow now that he's made this all-star leap or whatever. I want to see him generate offense not for himself. I want to see him generate offense consistently for the team.
Yeah, I'm with you there. I mean, I never really thought about the gap between him and Dwayne Wade. And like I know you said let's not put them in the same conversation, but like I don't think I've ever seen Herro split a double team. Wade did that shit every possession. Like I think you were making a really good point in the playback about how his legs are getting tired and he's kind of not taking as many, like he's still finished with 14 threes, but he's now being forced to kind of get back to his old bag a little bit. Do you kind of expect more of the same of that once he comes back from the All-Star game, or do you think he's going to be hurt once he comes back from the All-Star game?
I don't want to wish injury on him. He's been relatively.
No, that's not what I'm saying. But
I know. But like, I do get the point though. Like, this is essentially going to be the most basketball Tyler Herro has played in the past like 4 years. Like, he's not going to get the same break the same reprieve that he customarily gets around this time where everybody else on the team is going to get a week off, and he's going to be flying around doing these events like playing basketball. So like, I do expect for that to weigh on him a little bit. For this is going to be his first experience as an All-Star. Some people, when they come back from their first All-Star game, they take it up another level. Being around levels of greatness kind of brings out the greatness in some players, and sometimes they take it to another level. Other times it doesn't work like that. Other times more basketball leads to tired legs. And I
remember that year with Bam where he came back from the All-Star game and we didn't see him do anything for 2 months. It was crazy.
And so like with Tyler, like I'm expecting for the 3-point thing to be like, I'm just expecting for it to be stabilized. Like, I'm expecting for him to end the season somewhere in the range of 35, 36% from three. Like, and that's cool. That's a solid shooting season. But that's going to be on the heels of coming off of like 40+%. Like, it's going to be a downswing in that. And it's going to be partially because of tired legs. The longer the season goes, the more he played. Like, this is an abnormal amount of games for Tyler Herro to play.
Yeah. It's got to be the most 20, I can remember.
He's missed an average of like 20 games per year for his entire career. And for him to, like, I think he's only missed, what, two?
That sounds about right.
Games? Yeah, about 2-3 games. Like, for him to only miss that, like, shout out to him. Like, way to stay healthy, bro. But this is what comes with playing a full season, bro. And y'all make sure y'all listen to my boy, Lavaris Johnson. I really don't think that's your name, brother. But you need to spell that phonetically for me. Y'all listen to my boy. Hit that like button. If you're not already, make sure you subscribe to the Basement Sports Network.
Sound like a Harry Potter professor.
Yeah, wait till we get that playback cleaned up a little bit before y'all come join us over there. Jesus Christ. We had some technical difficulties over there. Herro had many passes that got players open. They just miss everything. That's the problem, though. Like, we gonna keep excusing that. Like, we gonna keep like that's what we do. Like, we excuse it for like saying that other people ain't making shots. That don't mean stop passing the fucking ball.
Right.
Like, where's the accountability? Like, if he passed the ball so goddamn much, how he ended up with 30 shots? Like, let's not excuse bad behavior. It's not necessarily like an indictment on Tyler Herro as a player for us to hold him accountable. That shows that we have a standard of play for him.
He's all-star Tyler Herro now.
He's all-star Tyler Herro now. And I'm going to hold him to that standard.
He's got to be as good as Trae Young.
That comes with a level of accountability. And that comes with like less excuses going Tyler's way. Like we can't continue to say, oh, these people just missing shots. They're not all-stars. Tell him to create different offense.
Going back to your point, you see what Wade did for Hassan Whiteside. He got that man generational wealth.
Come on, man. Change that broke nigga life.
That's the type of stuff that we're talking about. Like, if kicking it out to Jaime Jaquez isn't working, do other playmaking. Look elsewhere. Literally elsewhere. You have a 7-footer out there. Lob it to him. Come on now. I got to get that off.
That was nice.
Duncan Robinson returned tonight. Did you think he had any impact on the game whatsoever?
No. Like, Duncan Robinson. So I'm a Duncan Robinson guy. I like Duncan Robinson as a player. I like what he provides to his team. I particularly like the way that he makes a conscious effort to make sure that Bam gets that ball in areas where he can be successful. And I like the way that Duncan has grown his game. And people know I call Duncan Robinson my starting shooting guard. But I think I think the Duncan era with the Miami Heat has passed to the point where it's like it doesn't matter what he does. It's no longer going to be impactful towards winning in the same way that it once was. And so I feel like in order to reshape this team, they can reshape it without Duncan Robinson. I'm cool with whatever happens with Duncan Robinson's role. If they reduce it, kind of like they done Hayward's, I'm fine because I don't feel like Duncan Robinson should be a thought at all in terms of where this team is going. If they're going to make a pivot to a different, I feel like players like Duncan Robinson, Alec Burke, Kevin Love, Hayward Highsmith, if they can all just kind of drop out of rotation and it's fine. But Duncan tonight, he was cool. He gave us things, but at this point, I'm starting to feel like his effectiveness as a player for this version of the Miami Heat is probably not something that we need moving forward. It's a sad thing for me. Not really, because I'll trade anybody on this motherfucker. But I like Duncan Robinson, and I just feel like his time as an effective Miami Heat player is over.
Yeah, that run he had in the bubble was special. That year, that whole year he had with Bam, he was the first because Bam played with Wayne Ellington and guys like that who he obviously helped a lot, but to have a player have as much success as Duncan did off those Bam screens, that was pretty cool to watch. So I kind of share that sentiment.
There's no secret. I am openly lying about Duncan Robinson.
Oh, absolutely.
I hate him. I wanted him traded years ago.
Before that extension.
Well, after the extension, during the year there was the 1 seed and Duncan Robinson got benched on that extension. I was ready. He can go. He can go. But hey, listen, Duncan. Duncan had a resurgent year last year. I thought Duncan played really well last year, and he just kind of swayed me back. He was playing winning basketball, and I appreciated that. And I particularly enjoyed him frying Wemby. I've been pro Duncan Robinson for last year and some change now. But yeah, I don't really give a fuck if we trade him. It's cool. 3 games under 500 in the East is nasty, but it's gonna get worse.
It's gonna get so much worse.
It's gonna
they
get worse.
Can't beat this team. Who can they beat?
I mean, I don't know. Well, so
no Bam, I get it, but
also let's not let them off the hook. It's not like Dallas fielded a full roster. They played nobody. We got killed tonight by Dante Exum. Where's George when you need him? He finally got the right countryman on here, and he decided not to show up for work. Insane, I tell you. But Dante Exum, bro, 11 of 13 tonight, 27 points.
Where was Davion Mitchell?
God bless him. God bless him. Davion Mitchell is not a starting guard in this league.
Absolutely not.
You said I sound like Zach Long. But yeah, Davion Mitchell's not a starting guard in this league, and I don't think he. Again, I think Heat fans do this thing, and they're doing it with Terry Rozier, where it's anything is better than this at point guard.
I just want them to be free from that mentality, dog.
I really do. I want people to be free of that. Like, addition by subtraction is not always a thing. And so, like, Tyler Rozier hasn't played in these last 2 games.
Do you think he'll play when he comes back?
For sure.
Yeah.
He has to.
Getting paid.
Yeah, he has to. And for those of you, like, I also don't want people to think that we're blind to Spo.
Yeah. You want to talk about Spo a little bit? Like,
yeah.
Your thoughts about, like, it doesn't even just have to be tonight. Like, these last few games, especially, like, I didn't get to see the end of that Thunder game. Like, what happened where we're only scoring 8 points? Do you put that on Spo? Do you put that on the players? Like,
so I put a lot of things on Spo, but in that situation, I put it on the players. Like, have some pride. If you any time where you have professional players scoring 8 points in an NBA quarter, like, brother, they ain't but so much coaching. it ain't but so much coaching that man can do. All right, like, these players have to have pride. They have to be able to go out there and, like, do their jobs, bro. Like, but Spo in general this year has been bad. Like, bottom 3 season in his coaching career. I was leaning. I think initially I was leaning towards this being his worst. I think Kendall kind of convinced me otherwise, saying that last year was probably Spo's worst season because he had more talent. But a couple of years now, like, we ain't looking at the Spo of old. Like, it feels like he's lost his fastball. You know what I'm saying?
She left with half his coaching talent, huh?
It feels like Spo lost his fastball as a coach. It feels like he's not pulling the right levers in terms of, like, players. It feels like development is a lot slower. Now we're not getting the instant returns that we're accustomed to getting from no-name guys. And I think that is kind of like what is illuminating kind of Spo's faults this year. Spo's known as, like, for us internally as Heat fans, Spo's never really been like a substitution pattern type guy. He's been, people have always questioned his, rotation patterns. People have always called him stubborn, but people have never questioned his ability to develop talent. Like, game management is ass, yes, but these are things that we've heard about Spo the entire time he's been coaching. People hate Spo's game management, but the development of talent, being able to make
Max Strus.
Yeah, being able to make no-name guys relevant NBA players and to fit within a defensive system, like. But that's the problem. Like, we're not seeing the defensive genius. We're not seeing him move anything schematically. Like, we're not seeing him adjust. It's just been bad all the way around for him. And we've made the argument, so I'm going to give it voice on here. We made the argument, so I'm going to give it voice on here. That's Justice in the background. But we made the argument, so I'm going to say it here. Spo, I feel like Spo and Bam, to me, I was giving them kind of like a pass for like a down year, because prior to now, Spo has had to be perfect in order to make this team the best version of itself. And I think we've said that in different variations over and over again, whereas because this roster has been so, like, depleted of talent, Spo has had to pull the right lever every time for 5 years.
Gotta be tired.
and he's done it. And so, like, what happened is, but it's the same thing for Tyler Herro. Once you set the bar here, then nobody is going to accept you bringing your level down to here. This is the fucking bar, Spo. Like, and it's just, and he has to he has to rise to the occasion. He has to find a way to make this shit work. Because whether we want to admit it or not, he's part of the reason why it's like this.
Do you think they're quiet tanking?
I think they're actively tanking it. I think Spo might be a part of it.
Yeah.
I think he might be a part. I think he might be in on it, which is crazy. But, like, because they preach they want to win every year. But it's like,
feel like it.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know, but see, that assumes that they can win, Stone.
Right.
Like, if we're saying that
I'm trying to figure out.
Like, are they actively tanking, or, like, can they just not win? Like, I don't even know what to say, but that's gonna be that bitch native tongue if I got anything to do with it. Pat wants Spo to work in mud. I blame Pat as much as the next man, but again, I've said this a thousand times. When I talk about when I talk, brother, he like them shitbag ass players too. Like when I talk about the front office, I include Spo in that front office. I'm talking about the brain trust of the Miami Heat. And that is because I do not believe they make decisions without allowing Spo to have his say-so. So when they put a team together, Spo sees this team and Spo has input on this team. So when that team is bad, Spo is culpable for some of that blame too. We hold him accountable in the same way. But I do like, it ain't but so much souffle a nigga can make out of turds. Now I'm sorry, like that is the reality. Your team they have young players who are not developed, and they have old players that ain't worth the fuck.
I mean, Kyle Anderson's playing quite a bit for someone they tried to get rid of.
He's playing center. So
that's why I think it's tanking. I look at that, and that to me is a tanking move.
It confuses me, Stone. But the problem is, like, we can't play Nico at center because he don't want to play center. We tried that. He bitched and moaned about playing center the whole time we did that. He the only backup big we have on the roster tonight, and he won't play center. And Spo can't make him.
I don't get on defense how he's never in the paint. He's always at the 3-point line. I don't understand it. You are 7 feet tall, bro. Get in that paint.
He said these fools didn't want to give up Jovic and Triple J to get KD. Idiots. They're just going to do it. They're going to do it this summer. He's slow. I told somebody he was slow. They told me I was crazy.
Who, Jovic or
Jaquez? Jovic.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Hold on, don't play the video. Thank you guys in the comments as always for joining the show, making it much more fun than it would have been without you. Thank you to my boy Stone. You were a wonderful host this evening. We might have to reverse these roles a couple of times in the near future. We're not going to do next game predictions because the All-Star break is coming up, and so we have a week break.
Wait, I got a prediction I need from you. Tyler Herro All-Star game stat line.
6 points, 1 rebound, no assist. 12 minutes.
Does Jaime Jaquez sneak in there?
Jaime Jaquez is going to play on the rookie team. So he's in the Rising Stars Challenge. Jaime Jaquez is going to play good in the rookie challenge, which is this is the part that's fucked up because he's essentially an all-star, according to the way they got this tournament. It's nasty work by the NBA to put that nigga in the game. Khalil Ware right there. Right there. Yeah. Pele Larson, right there.
Anyone else?
Anyone else?
Whoever made that choice, like, were they watching basketball this year? And specifically, were they watching Jaquez? Or is it just like, we're going to still live off of his UCLA team went to the Final Four or whatever? Like, I don't know who people think he is. He's figured out.
They think he's the second coming of Kevin McHale because all they want to talk about is fucking footwork. I do not care how many times he can pivot in the post. He stinks.
Trash. 6 points.
Basura. Bro, L to replay. 3 of 7, 0 for 1 from 3. He still can't shoot for shit. Like, he's just a bad player. I'm sorry, Typhoon. We will play the video because, yeah, this is back-to-back, and we gave y'all 43 solid minutes of content. Stone, fantastic work. Justin, you were here the whole time. Play the video. We can't even hear you.
Bro said.
He can't even hear you. Yeah, he can't say shit.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hey, let's see if Stone can produce too. Play the video, Stone.
Yeah, Stone. Yeah, Stone. Play the video, Stone.
Play the video.
Hands up, Justin. Hands up, Justin.
With the takes and the memes going hard for the team. Yeah.
Hold on.